I'm Natasha, a certified mind and body coach, and this channel is all about bridging science and self awareness, helping you understand how your emotional health, physical wellness, and your mindset are all connected. Be sure to subscribe and share for more. Have you ever found yourself giving everything, your time, your effort, your emotional energy to a friendship or even a job that barely gives anything back to you? You show up, you listen, you support, you pour your entire heart into being dependable, kind, and consistent. Yet somehow you still end up feeling like you're unseen or unappreciated. You start telling yourself, maybe if I just try harder, they'll see my value. Maybe then I'll finally feel like I'm enough. But here's the cold truth: trying harder doesn't fix unmet needs, it just deepens the wound. Because when your needs are being ignored, the problem isn't your effort that you're putting in, it's the environment that you're giving it to, right? Trying harder in the wrong places can actually become a trauma pattern, one that will start very early. Maybe you grow up in a home where love was conditional, where being helpful, quiet, or responsible earned you the attention that you wanted. Or maybe you had to earn safety by keeping the peace and by taking care of others or by making yours super small. So, as an adult, your nervous system equates effort with safety. It tells you that if you keep showing up and you keep proving yourself, that maybe if you just keep giving, maybe this time it'll finally feel like enough. But what happens is this: the more you give without receiving, the more your body enters into a survival mode. You feel anxious, restless, and then you're guilty for resting and unworthy unless you're being useful. That's not love or loyalty. That's a nervous system stuck in hypervigilance. And the danger is it feels normal because for so long, it's what kept you safe. From a scientific perspective, your brain and body are wired to reciprocate. Healthy relationships regulate the nervous system through mutual care and your shared energy and an emotional attunement with the people around you. But when your effort isn't met, when there's no return, no acknowledgement, no safety, your body starts to release what is known as the stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. You're literally in a state of chronic alertness, scanning for cues of the approval or validation of others. And that's why exhaustion and emotional burnout start to set in. You're running on survival energy, trying to earn what should have been given freely to you. So when you keep trying harder in these spaces, your body doesn't interpret it as some sort of dedication. It interprets it as a threat. It's going to start to believe that love is unsafe. Connection hurts, and I have to be able to perform to belong. That belief becomes the blueprint for your emotional trauma. You start to feel resentful, but you blame yourself for it. And you tell yourself you're too sensitive, too demanding, or maybe you tell yourself you're too emotional. Start to lose touch with your needs altogether. You're going to apologize for things that you didn't do and probably should not have apologized for. You're going to minimize your feelings to avoid any sort of conflict with the people that are in your life. And over time, that self abandonment is going to create an invisible wound, and you're going to stop trusting that your needs actually matter. It's not just emotional pain, it's psychological. Your body starts to associate giving with depletion, love with exhaustion, and connection with anxiety. And that's why you feel numb, drained, or disconnected, even when you're surrounded by people. So, how do you know if you're stuck in this cycle? Few signs. For starters, you overextend yourself to avoid disappointing others. You feel responsible for other people's emotions, and you're constantly trying to fix or smooth things over when it's not your place to do that to begin with. You might start to feel guilty when you set boundaries or when you say no. You might also feel emotionally empty even after giving your all. And if that resonates, you're not broken, you're just conditioned. You learned somewhere that love, safety, or acceptance had to be earned. But real connection doesn't need you to sacrifice yourself. It needs you to show up as you are. Here's where the real shift happens. When your nervous system is constantly exposed to neglect or one-sided relationships, it begins to expect the rejection. That expectation wires itself into your emotional memory. So even when something good comes along, a healthy relationship, a supportive workplace, part of you just doesn't trust it. You keep waiting for the disappointment. You keep trying to earn safety instead of just allowing it. That's what trauma really is, your body's learned response to pain that was never acknowledged. And you can't try your way out of it. You have to heal your way through it. Healing means learning to pause when you feel the urge to overextend. It means reminding yourself, I am allowed to need, I am allowed to rest, and I am allowed to receive from others. How do you begin to heal this? First, you acknowledge the pattern and start by noticing when you're giving from fear rather than from love. And you ask yourself, am I doing this because I want to or because I'm afraid not to? Then you try reconnecting with your body. When you feel that urge to fix, instead breathe. Place a hand over your chest and remind your body that you're safe and you don't have to perform for peace. Number 3, set boundaries. Boundaries aren't punishment, they're self-protection. Saying no doesn't make you cold, it keeps your energy aligned with mutual relationships. Number 4, reparent your inner self. I want you to validate your own needs. Say to yourself, you deserve care too. Because healing happens when you stop waiting for someone else to meet needs you're now capable of honoring yourself. And slowly, your nervous system learns that safety isn't something that you chase, it's something that you create. You don't need to keep proving your worth through exhaustion. You can stop over explaining, overworking, and overgiving. Your needs are valid and your rest is sacred, and your worth was never something that you had to earn. I hope this helped someone today. And if it did, follow me for more. At the end of the day, we have to love ourselves, right? And we have to put that work into ourselves like we would somebody else because we are worth it and we deserve